Well, hello and welcome to Old People This Week. My name is Jeff. That old guy number one there in the check shirt.
Right
He's
here.
the guy. He's the guy who cuts his hair in the dark. That's Mike.
That's right.
An old guy number two there with a blue shirt on, the glasses, and the reflection of his ring light in his eyeglasses. That's Paul. He's the man who dresses in the dark.
Fucking players. Jump in the Rover and come over. Tell your friends jump in the GM3.
These are the guys I have to work with.
A career media professional.
Indeed.
All right, you people out there who are watching this, please subscribe. We need the dough. Quit screwing around.
Absolutely.
Get subscribing so we can get paid.
Or send cash.
Or send cash.
Envelopes full of cash works too.
Yeah.
So
Send it to, I'll give
my
you an
address
here at the end of the show. You can send us money to
Western Union money orders, yeah.
post office box. Okay, first thing right off the bat, Mary Lou Retton.
Oh,
dear.
Here's a,
That's the mugshot of
guys
all
send me the
mugshots.
story. I'd laugh my head off. It's Mary Lou, former Olympic gold medalist,
right.
gymnast.
Yeah.
Yeah, America's
Somehow
sweetheart.
she ended up in West Virginia, which is no place to end up in, I'm telling you. She's 57 years old. She was born in 1968, so she's a Gen Xer. She was arrested in May on a DUI charge in West Virginia somewhere. And the Olympian's arrest was captured on body cam footage.
Don't step off the line. It's going to be heel to toe. Touch your heel to your toe, okay? And I want you to count out loud. I know. Okay, well, let's heel to toe, okay?
2,
Keep your hands down your side.
5, 6, 7, 8.
I love it when she says to the guy, but I used to walk the balance beam.
Yeah, so that's her. That's Mary Lou there, trying to desperately to walk that line. And what
She did the line pretty well, though.
She didn't do terrible for,
Yeah, it was touching her nose that screwed her up. He said, don't move your head. And she kept turning it.
I don't know what's going on there, but I certainly have compassion for that. That's a terrible thing to happen there. I mean, bad day, bad whatever, but
Yeah.
They stopped her in her car, and sitting next to her in the front seat was a screw-top bottle of wine.
Oh, my God.
I don't know if you heard at one point she goes, "Oh, my God." Like, what is going on here?
that's how you end up on Entertainment Tonight. Yeah, that's
That was
nice.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's how you end up on Entertainment Tonight. There's probably a few videos of Mike like that, by the way, staggering all over some street somewhere. And
Yeah, I don't stagger anymore. I'm in AA now. I still drink, but I use another name.
all right, so how can older men stand out and find real love? That's the question that came to us this week. We have many men who watch our podcast, and they all need advice on how to date. Well, we'll give you advice. First thing is, actually, I'm not going to say that we give advice because I don't agree with a lot of what this article said. The first thing that it said was, avoid catfishing with outdated or misleading photos or info.
Good point.
Well, this, first of all, though, is implying, the article, is that the way to find a relationship is to go online to like Tinder or something.
Yeah, don't do that.
No.
We've told
There
you
are-
repeatedly,
but-
don't do that.
Yeah, no, you're already.
You're gonna
There
get
are,
scammed.
in this day and age, there are very specialized groups.
Old men aren't doing the catfishing. It's the catfishing that's being done to old men.
Mm-hmm.
We get catfished.
Right. By Laura Sanchez. Yeah.
Yeah.
The second thing was, don't treat your dating profile like a resume. So if you're going to get on Tinder and you're old, they're saying attracting the right person is less about flaunting your accomplishments and more about showing your warmth and personality. You know what I say about that?
Yeah. Close your door and turn your computer off.
I'm saying that's stupid. Lie your ass off. Say you're a CEO of a big company like Starbucks or something, and then tell them that you have a ton of money and you'll be better off if you're doing it on Tinder. Don't be sitting there being all warm.
Yeah.
If you want to really meet
Yeah.
if you want to meet a woman, what do we say on this show all the time? Put on a clean shirt, put some cologne on, go down to the bar at the end of the street and go in there and look at a woman, preferably one who's half drunk and won't mind you talking to them. Go over there and engage in a conversation, meet somebody.
Introduce yourself and say, look, I live a couple doors away. What are you doing after this?
Or you can go to a dog park or a bowling alley. Those are good places to meet people.
Yeah.
And you just find somebody who's around your age and talk to them. Don't do don't be looking like Bill Belichick, and go into bars and look for women who are 50 years younger than you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm all in on the dog park side. Let the dog do the ice breaking for you. That will get the conversation going. Really easy.
That was Johnny Carson's favorite line. The best way to meet a woman is to carry a pup through a supermarket.
Yeah.
Got that right.
Yeah.
And then the last thing was stay persistent. Don't give up after a few bad dates. Now, I agree that you shouldn't get disappointed if you meet somebody, you go out with them, it doesn't turn out right. But on that same note, don't spend all your money on the first date either.
Oh.
Don't go to some fancy steakhouse like Paul does. Flies people to Europe and seduces them with pounds of meat. That's no good. Take your date to Golden Corral. For like less than $12, you can have all the food you want. Probably T-bone steaks, everything there. That'll impress them. And then when it comes, after that, if they can get through that with you, Golden Corral, and not be
if they can get through that,
they deserve a medal of
then
honor.
you have found a keeper.
Yeah. Then next we can go to Sizzler.
All right. And remember, we're here for you. You can call us at 1-300-800-1830, and one of us, either Paul, Mike, or I, will be on the other end of the phone, and we'll give you advice. We'll tell you how to meet a woman, how to make them frisky. Mike, now all of his experience has been with horses, so.
Oh boy, frisky. I was going to say
Use that word frisky. Half the women watching right now just turned out.
Yeah,
they
he
just
just
left the room.
Mike will tell you all about how
frisky.
on the mane of a horse, how it works on women. All right. Gen Z is crashing out, boys. There's trouble in Gen Z world. We're going to have to deal with it.
Even more, you mean?
Yeah, we're going to have to step in here. Social media has popularized the term Gen Z is using to express severe emotional distress.
Oh my God. Oh no.
Now, mind you, the Gen Z are kids between 13 and 28 years old. So what are they stressed about?
Exactly.
Can you imagine? You just imagine. God.
They got life so tough. The term crashing out has been circulating online for some time now. It's a phrase to describe when a person is at their wit's end, they're having a breakdown, they're stressed, and maybe even throwing an adult tantrum over something.
Oh boy.
Only once.
Right.
Try that once more, Junior. You're outside on your own.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my God. What stress do they have? They're probably living at home, still in school, which is stressful. I'll give you that. But who hasn't gone through that? I mean, every generation's gone through school.
That's life.
Yeah, that's life. So what other stress do they have? At 28, I was already married, by the way, with a baby on the way, no job. I had a junky car. There were no ATMs to get money, no side gigs. If you wanted something, you had to go get it. There was no Amazon to bring it to you. If you wanted a date, you had to suck it up and ask a woman to her face. If you wanted to write something, you did it on a typewriter. If you wanted to do research on something, you went to the library. There was no text. Yeah, what Paul and I did when we were stressed, Paul and I would go stand by a bar and smoke cigarettes.
That's what we did.
This whole thing about that the younger generations can't buy houses. It's not like when Paul and Mike were young that there were houses just sitting there waiting for us to go to move into.
No.
And the interest rates in those days were like 12%.
Yeah, it was 15%.
Yeah. So it wasn't, we had to work our ass off to get a house. These kids are so lazy, it's ridiculous. Yeah.
And in comparison, it was a hell of a lot easier today just to go out and put in an application for DoorDash or Uber or Lyft or something, and like you can be making money instantaneously and getting it the next day.
You got side gigs nowadays. They didn't have side gigs back then.
No. You have to go for an interview and an application and go through a whole process, and then you got paid 2 weeks later.
They go on and on about how their life is so tough. If you wanted to see porn in our day, you had to go to a theater, pay money, and then sit there with a bunch of perverts you know,
Had
wearing
napkins
big
over their lap.
raincoats next to you,
Yeah.
or watch porn. And nowadays they watch it on the bus. They don't even go on buses. I don't think one of these kids would know what a bus was unless it ran over.
You're probably right about that.
Yeah, they're taking Waymo to school now.
Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Just to show you the young whippersnappers how tough boomers are, there is a thing called the Badwater 135-mile ultra marathon.
Oh.
We've talked about marathons before. Mike is, couldn't make 135 steps before falling over and dying. Paul, a half a mile, he said.
That's so erroneous.
I could do this, but I don't want to brag.
You couldn't run to the end of your driveway.
Well, not right now. I can't. And this thing, this Badwater 135-mile ultra marathon, runs from the lowest point in North America to the shoulders of the highest peak in continental U.S., meaning it goes from Death Valley up to Mount Whitney.
Yeah. It's impressive.
5 miles. Yeah. And guess what? You ridiculous people complaining about your life, living in the basement of your parents' house, you don't have nothing going on. Guess what? Only 93 people completed this thing, and one of them was 80-year-old Bob Becker of Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Way to go, Bob.
Yeah.
80 years old. That means he's, Mike's only 6-7 years older than that, and this guy completed it.
Yeah. I can outrun him, but he can run farther than I can.
Mike, there's people, quadriplegics, who could run farther than you can.
I can't
Oh,
believe
my God.
This abuse, Paul. This abuse is
I was going to say.
But this guy made it. We have to give him credit. 80 years old.
kudos, man. Kudos. That's cool.
Dude ran 135 miles from Death Valley up to Mount Whitney.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, and finally I read an article in which there was at least one sensible millennial person who embraced the boomer mentality. After all this stuff that's on this show where I'm just going crazy here thinking about how mad these kids are making me. This woman got on that wrote this big article. She's a millennial. And she said that she used to get embarrassed because her mom and dad, who were boomers, were the type of people who would complain at the front desk of the hotel if there was something dirty in the room, or that something wasn't clean, or the sheets didn't look right.
Right.
Or you didn't like the room they told you they were going to put you in the minute you checked in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if they're the kind of people who would demand a refund at the movie theater when the popcorn machine was broken, and so on and so forth. People who stood up for themselves, and she was always embarrassed about it. She says that now that she's older, she says she respects that boomers expect customer service and that they stand up for themselves.
Duh. Things have a little different value when you actually have to go out and work for them.
And then you know the value of it when you start spending it, so you'll stand up for yourself.
Yeah.
So the idea is, for this millennial, she's seen the light. No more meek acceptance. No more, you know what, I'll just eat the cost, or we'll fix it right next time. Now, all of you that are listening to this right now, you toughen up boomer style. And if you don't know what that means, you can call us on our number. You can email us at oldpeoplethisweek@gmail.com, or you can just listen to me say it right now. Toughen up, fool.
Yeah. Suck it up.
Suck it up.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
Mike would kick an assistant manager's ass around the Bed Bath & Beyond if he didn't get what he wanted. Isn't that right?
No beige towels? Get over here.
Beige towels. You don't come in. They don't tell Mike there's no towels. There's beige towels around. He likes his beige. Teal, maybe, but beige for sure.
No. Shoot me. Teal towels. Put
But you would
teal
kick
in
some
their bedroom.
serious ass. I'm going to show a picture of you with this steer here, so people can see just how tough you are, especially when you're drinking. All right. More of my bitching and moaning because you're going to get it for free.
For free.
I can hardly wait. I look forward to this every week.
I can't stand
what's
people
pissed
who
you
bring
off.
their pets anywhere.
Anywhere.
A pet should never leave the confines of a home. Paul, you probably have that have one of those little red vests you put on your dog and bring them into restaurants with you, but I can't stand that.
I don't use the vest.
You just bring them.
You take those Huskies into a restaurant?
In South Carolina, outdoor restaurants, yes.
Well,
Not indoors. I actually was traveling this week from Roanoke, Virginia, out here to Virginia Beach, and I had the 3 dogs in the car, and I walked into the Starbucks, and the lady said, is that a service dog? And I said, no, it's not. She goes, okay, well, then I'll take your order, and if you could wait outside in the patio, I'll bring it to you. And I was like, that's decent enough. Not kicking me out of the store, but,
That's fine. I don't like that, but that's not as bad as what I saw at this local Italian restaurant here a few weeks ago where a guy walked in with his little dog sitting at the table next to us and then lays a rug on the ground so the dog would sit on the rug.
I agree. Yeah. Well,
his wine.
yeah.
if you don't, oh my God, you see 10 times that amount in Europe versus the United States. I cannot tell you how many
Oh, yeah.
dogs are traveling around with people for all their meals. There's even one restaurant, it wasn't on this trip, but on a previous year going to Montreux, Switzerland, I remember there was a family at a table indoor at an Italian restaurant, and the dog sat in a chair at the table. So,
How do you know this wasn't an ugly kid, by the way?
It was treated like a kid.
I was going to say,
All right.
it looked like a
So,
cartoon dog.
This is just the beginning, though. Letting people carry their dogs all over the place is bad. And then we've reported on that fool who walked around with that alligator, the service alligator. Remember him?
Yeah.
And all kinds of stuff. And then one day you're going to go into a Petco and see this. Speaking of dogs in inappropriate places, this woman goes to a wedding, walks up to the buffet table to grab something to eat, and there, besides the one wedding cake, next to it was another wedding cake designed to look like a life-size
Dog. A stuffed dog. Put
That's
me right
appealing.
off my appetite.
Yeah. Ugh.
I wonder if people, who's going to be the first one up there to say, I'm taking off Fido's ear here.
Yeah. Could I have a slice of his shoulder there?
I got hair in my cake.
The dog's name was Boo, by the way.
Ooh.
So Pope Leo the 14th, Mike, you didn't know who that was when we introduced him on the air.
Yeah,
recently.
Bob. Pope Bob.
Not Bob. Bob was his name when he was single and getting, by the way, having, what do you call that, knocking boots back in the 80s in
He was,
Chicago.
too. Yeah.
Anyways, there's a picture. Of course, he can't be a celebrity without being related to another celebrity. And say his 2 distant relatives are Madonna and Justin Bieber.
It's got to be distant.
Oh, yeah. Way distant.
The Pope is also related to Angelina Jolie,
Sure.
Another nutcase.
Hillary Clinton, of all people, and Justin Trudeau. I'm not related to anybody famous. I am related to a bunch of half-wit, semi-literate people back in Ohio that I have very little to do with.
That might explain that hair.
By the way, Pope better change his phone number because I'm telling you, if Bieber finds out about this, he needs money. He's going to be on the phone.
Oh, he'll be calling the church.
Leo,
Yeah.
listen, buddy, I need a couple billion here to get me through the next month.
He'll want a reverse tithe.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it back to me. All right. So Laura Sanchez, you guys know who she is.
Oh, of course. Worked with Warren.
Can't we please
Wife.
quit talking about her?
The wife of billionaire Jeff Bezos. Just got married.
Philanthropist wife.
Oh, please.
They
Not
spent
the first
50
word I think of.
So you want to be a philanthropist, Lauren? First subscribe and then send Mike, I, and Paul a check each for $10 million.
Yeah.
Then we'll call you a philanthropist. So she is so rich, this philanthropist, that she decided to bid in an auction on an $8.2 million Birkin bag. Now, I don't know what the hell a Birkin bag is, but I looked it up. It's a purse designed by British actress and singer Jane Birkin, who's not even alive anymore. And she bid on it, and guess what? Guess what happened to the richest woman in the world, probably.
She got outbid.
She got outbid.
That's a problem.
Jane Birkenbag.
Yeah.
Okay, as you can see, by the way, if anybody's watching this, as Mike and Paul will testify, I have been in a great mood lately because I'm sleeping like a baby.
I was going to ask how your sleep is going these days.
It's wonderful. I owe it all to my new Plank Lux mattress from Brooklyn Bedding. It's a plank because it's hard as a rock, like a plank. It's Lux because I deserve the best. And it's a mattress, and I got it from these people. I told them how great it was. And they sent me some info to share with this giant audience of ours. And so here's some more of it. There's a summer sale going on, July 13th to the 29th. And if you get on their website, brooklynbedding.com, you type in this code, SUMMER25, and you will get 25% off everything site-wide. Mike, you can go on there and get your
Right.
sheet.
I get a new mattress right before my surgery.
Awesome.
That hip of yours ain't going to want some. You're going to need a Plank Lux to hold that thing together.
Yeah, I can't believe you. I can't even believe you would buy a mattress that had the word plank in the description.
Plank steak. So anyways, again, that's a summer sale, July 13th to the 29th, 2025.
That's now.
You go on the website there, the brooklynbedding.com. You buy up a bunch of things like Mike and Paul will, and you type in summer 25 when it asks for the code, and you'll get 25% off. That's 25% off. That's a quarter of the whole price off.
Of the whole price.
Something better than that.
But they have lots of stuff aside mattresses too. They have some great sheets. They have mattress toppers, all sorts of
they have a lot of
sleep
stuff there.
accoutrement.
You have to get
That's a
what's
big
called,
word, by the way.
You have to get what's called a pillow top. You know what that
Yeah.
is?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Tufted cover for your plank mattress.
For your plank. Yeah.
I'm going to come over there and check out that mattress of yours, Mike, before you come home from the hospital. Make sure it's okay.
Yeah, I'm going to get one. I'm going to get a.
You're so
I'm going to get a
kind.
Brooklyn Bedding mattress.
Yeah. I told you this, but my mattress is so firm that both of you two lugs could come over. The three of us bring your pillows. Well, jump up and down on it, have a pillow fight, and it won't even put a
No.
little divot in it.
No, not for this cowboy. I want a soft landing.
Oh, man, no, I have to have a fur mattress. It's crazy. All right. It's not just Americans who are ugly on vacay, though. Paul did some ugly things over there in Europe that's still leaking out.
Delicious.
Eileen Minogue, train, and meat. That's what great vacations are made of. So this woman, and this was the headline, a woman forced to eat Greek food in Greece sued for compensation because the all-inclusive hotel she went to didn't have British food.
Oh my God.
She should be paying them.
Yeah, British food. Talk about
British
an
food.
oxymoron.
Yeah.
She went through, the oxymoron would be British fine dining. British do have food.
This is true.
Well, if you call bangers and mash food.
When I was in London, I had what's called the Sunday
Roast.
Yeah, the Sunday roast.
Yeah,
Man,
I
they
know.
pile on the food.
I love a Sunday roast. Yorkshire pudding. Oh, my God. It was good, right?
Oh, it was great. It was
Yeah,
awesome.
I thought it was great, too.
Big hunk of meat, big
Yeah.
tail, man, it had everything on there. Carrots. I'm eating carrots. I don't eat vegetables, and I was eating carrots. You're a fool.
If you ate
But this
vegetables,
woman-
you get some hair growing on that forehead.
Dude, there are people that come up to me in the street and ask me where I get my hair cut because they like it. They go, "That's a real boomer mohawk, isn't it?"
Yeah,
I said,
no.
"Yes, this
They
is
come
a
up to you in
genuine."
the street and say, "Could you stand still a minute? I'd like to check my makeup." That's what.
This woman flies down to Greece. So she takes time, she saves money. She's going to go
Right.
to Greece, and she's going to have a week on what's called, this island is called Corfu. I don't know if you've ever been there, but it's a beautiful Greek island. And of course, all they have over there is Greek food. But she didn't like it. That there's no
Shocker.
British food. Yeah. She didn't like it. There was no British food, so that there was no bangers, and so she wasn't happy, and she sued him. She got €100 but the settlement.
That's
But
it?
I
€100?
I think that the settlement didn't come from the Greek government or anything. It came from the tour
Oh, the
group
tour
that she
company.
went with.
Somebody
Okay.
wanted to quit hearing her whining.
Yeah.
Here's 100 euro. Get the hell
Here.
out of here.
Yeah,
That's what I would
shut the
do.
hell up.
That's what I would do.
All right. If that wasn't bad enough, now we really are going into it right now, ladies and gentlemen. From backwoods, Washington State, and all points west, it's the one and only Mike with Via Con Dios, which will be the death of us all.
Speaking of death,
Speaking of death,
this is your good friend from the media political circle you were embroiled in for years. Remember David Gergen?
No. I was thinking you were going to lead off with a name, because I even lob shot you and put in this thing. I put a couple names for you, thinking if I put them out there, maybe he'll actually do them. Instead, you start off with who?
No, see, I rebel against your directorial influence, so I'm going to start with. I want to start
If
with
you were
one that
getting
just
paid,
drives you
you'd be
crazy.
fired right now.
David
Tell 'em,
Gergen.
Paul,
You
tell
have to
'em.
remember David Gergen.
Who?
83 years old. He was presidential advisor to 4 presidents, political commentator. You look it up, you'll recognize his face
How do you spell his
immediately.
name?
Gergen. Gergen.
All right, I'll look him up, but I don't care. It sounds like bad meat.
Okay. Well, here's one because you are more down swimming around in the sports arena. Lewis Sharp, 65 years old. Cardinals, 3-time Pro Bowl left tackle. No.
Who
blank.
knows who left
Blank.
tackles are, and it's football.
You're always telling me you know everything about sports, every sport
I
that
said
ever was invented.
left tackles. Keep going.
Okay, here's another one. Lee Elia,
My
87.
shoulders that literally sag here. Like,
And that's the point.
F is.
I think I'm going to give you. No, I'm not going to give you lob shots, the easy ones. I'm giving you Lee Elia.
The only reason they watch this thing is that for us to do some names like that they might know.
No, well, there are people who know this. Lee Elia, 87 years old, was famous when he was in 1983. He was the manager of the Chicago Cubs, and he went crazy on the microphone, calling the crowd out with a historically profane rant.
okay.
Yeah,
That's
so
funny, at least. Next, who's
Now
next?
here's one you might remember because of the intellectual level at which you peruse television. Rick Hurst,
Oh, I know.
79 years old,
He was
otherwise
an
known as Cletus Hogg
Yeah.
in The Dukes of Hazzard.
Yes.
There
Now,
you go.
finally, you get to somebody who people might know. He was not a big star, but he was on a big show.
Yeah, he was a funny guy.
Yeah.
And
He was
then
Boss
one-
Hogg, wasn't he? He was Boss Hogg.
No, he was Cletus Hogg.
Oh, Cletus Hogg.
He was
Okay.
Yeah.
wasn't Boss Hogg, he was Cletus Hogg. Please.
Cletus Hogg.
Cletus.
Cletus Hogg.
And then to wrap things up,
No.
Jeff, no, don't hit your forehead on the mic. You'll destroy the mic. You remember
I'm gonna
the
start singing in a
famous Pentecostal evangelist Jimmy Swaggart,
Oh,
who crashed in flames in the arms of a prostitute.
Man, he had some badass hair, that dude.
Oh boy, 90 years old.
He got caught messing around.
Yeah,
He would
as
get
he exited his parish
Sunday
that day.
mornings, he was out there preaching like a fool.
Oh, on
and
fire. He was
raking
on
in
fire.
money after he spent Saturday night getting drunk and hanging out with the prostitutes.
Yeah.
we really lost the good old times back in the 80s of good televangelists, you know? I mean, those guys were great. They were
great. He was great.
Tammy Faye Baker and Jim.
Faye.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
All right,
Okay,
what else?
That's it.
Is that
That's
it?
That's it.
Oh, thank God. That was all right. That wasn't too bad. Okay, thank you. Thank
Till
you,
next
Mike,
week.
For that, Via Con Dios. And Paul, what's about your? I know this. You sent me a video of what looked to be like a. Go ahead and set it up.
For decades, everyone's been getting off row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, all the way back, just in sequential order, right? You know, I mean, everyone does it. But there's always now some person who flies up from row 20 to get up to row 4.
Right now, why don't you shut your
I
mouth?
want to wait for the people in front of me to get up. That's how we do it.
Oh my God, you're all whiny for no reason.
Where you going? Let the people go.
Wow.
I hold
Get
over.
up when you want to, okay?
You're just a Karen, and that's just the way it is.
Just deal with it, people. My God. Why don't you all shut up? It's not affecting any of you. No, but you're standing in the You guys are so funny. You're the Karens about it because you're the ones who are making noise. Nobody's bothering you. It's not even in your. I'm sorry. Do you have my permission to record me?
Yeah, it was a great video. She's a package that was
Yeah.
brought in the aisle.
Oh no, she's accused of everything.
She offended everyone.
Yeah. I mean, that was like a circle of offensive right there. It's like there's one woman as you're watching it on camera to the right who's not even involved in it until she says like, oh, don't you start with me back over there. And then she goes, oh, now you're getting all like, racial on this or something. And I'm going like, oh my God, the offenses.
Really racist. Oh my God, what? Do you even know what the word racist means? No, wait, you're white. Because that's racist. Maybe xenophobic if you're talking about accents. Maybe get the vocabulary right. Right when we get off this plane, I'll meet you out there with my bar card.
After that video goes viral, you'll lose that too.
Sure.
I've seen it a million times of people making bum rush in the front to try to get off quick. And some people have a legitimate where they have a.
Of course they do. They have to catch it. They have a connecting flight and the flight's late.
But it's the one that in her case, she made the bum rush move up to the front, but nobody was letting her off, so she's just standing there looking stupid.
I got to tell you a funny story. When I was flying and I knew the people, we were late. It was like our fault as an airline. You were running behind. These people had connections. They'd identify themselves. And I'd go up and I'd say, like, hey, those people going to St. Louis or wherever, or Milwaukee. And as soon as the plane landed, before the ding went off, I'd always say that, like, I'd be like talking to dogs, right? I'd be going like, sit, stay. I said, stay. Now let those St. Louis people up and in the aisle. Okay, the rest of you can now move. Okay.
Oh, that's good. All right, let me see here. What did I have to say? Oh, yes. So we're on to our Florida man story now.
Yeah.
And this is a guy,
son of the year,
son of the year, who is accused of stealing thousands from his late mother's estate. Though it's not bad enough that there's 10,000 scammers out there who are trying to take every bit of our money. And we've talked about, heard, and seen every scam possible. But at least those guys are strangers, and that's what they do. And you can fight against them, and do. Oh, I just read a dandy one too. I don't want to get into it, but the
scammers.
Yeah, another scam story that we'll get into later. But so it's not just bad enough that any strangers are trying to take every penny you got. This dude, he forged his late mother's signature on 4 separate checks, successfully cashing 3 of them within days of her passing.
Oh, what a guy. That means he was left out of the will.
Yeah.
So further investigation led deputies to discover that his name was Thomas Frazzetto, that Frazzetto had allegedly made numerous unauthorized transactions totaling over $9,000, including a $2,000 transaction via Zelle the day before his mom died. And how did they know that she didn't authorize the Zelle? Because his mother would have been incapacitated during this time and unable to make the cash transfer. So that's our Florida man fool of the day.
And but the check that tripped him up was for $52,000. Oh, that got somebody's attention.
Yeah,
he didn't want to get caught with it. That's just terrible. That's just terrible. Well, okay. We're not gonna.
Speaking. When you were speaking, Jeff, just a moment ago about the con jobs and everything, that are played out, and I gotta say, the one that I keep on seeing over and over again where I live and here in the South, and it's unbelievable, but it happens literally time and time again, is getting handyman or construction people, to come out and do like some, updates or repairs. And people do not pay someone in full before the work is done. It's like a simple thing. And it's like people are losing tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars in paying people. And then they go like, oh, I've never seen them again. It's like, duh.
Mike has a good way of doing it. He doesn't pay him at all.
I don't pay him at all. I make him come after me.
You have to go to court to get it.
Come take that pool out of the ground if you want your money.
Well, so the bottom line is, Paul, what you're saying is if you're going to have work done at your house and the guy comes over and he says it's going to
pay for the supply.
$600.
Yeah, pay for the supplies. I understand the guys don't have deep pockets to go out and, get all the supplies you need and everything. Yeah, there's got to be something as a down payment, but my God, do not pay for everything,
Yeah.
No, don't do that. That's a no-no. It's like answering the phones. You don't answer the phone when you don't recognize the name. You don't, as we were talking about earlier today, don't get on Tinder. We were talking about it like they're trying to do an article to try to convince older guys how to meet women. Well, the first one I disagree with is don't get on Tinder. Don't get on Tinder. Just go down to the local bar, meet somebody, and come home. You can get your face slapped that way, and you'll know how somebody feels about you. You don't have to be on Tinder.
True that.
Anyway, all right, everybody, please subscribe. If you subscribe, as I've said before, Mike will come to your house and he'll stroke your hair like he used to stroke the hair of the mane of his horse. I can't do it anymore now. All he's done, stroke on his head is that bald head of his.
Let's get Mike's hairdresser ready as a sponsor here. I think that's what we need next.
There's no hairdresser. The hairdresser is Mike, and that's
like I said, let's get Mike's hairdresser.
That video will become a sensation.
If you would get that, your wife to get a video of you cutting your hair, I would pay $1,000 to put it on the air just to see that.
Okay, I'll hold you to that. Then I can buy a mattress.
Hey, Jeff, you might want to edit that, Jeff. Okay.
That's out of this show, by the way. All right, so subscribe, and then Mike and Paul and I can make some money, and then we won't have to beg for money from our wives to go to happy hour. It's actually demeaning, and I'm tired of doing it. But
yeah, I'm sick of Applebee's.
And please send us a email to oldpeoplethisweek@gmail.com. We accept all emails, criticisms, comments. We'll tell you anything you need to know.
It's been a while since we've had any viewer mail.
We have. I just haven't said any recently. We get them all. We get a bunch every week, actually. And they're
okay. Well, keep them coming, folks. We want to. Yeah.
How's Allison?
I'll read some.
Has Allison written us lately?
No, Allison hasn't written lately. She got sick of talking about you.
Wow. She never.
I'm not reading her stuff on the air anymore, anyways.
No, Allison, he doesn't mean that. He's one of his cranky moods right now. We love hearing from you
because I sleep so good.
You keep
on
writing.
that plank
Even if it's
bed.
just about me, Allison, that's fine.
Let's see. Where's that plank bed from again, Jeff?
Huh?
Where's that plank bed from again?
Oh yeah, that's plank bed from brooklynbedding.com. 25%
There you go.
off. Go there.
Through the 29th, everybody. Yeah. There you go.
Where was I at here? And we have a phone number. It's 1-310-800-1830. You can call that number 24/7. One of us will pick up and we'll give advice for free over that line.
Advice for free.
Yeah, advice for free. And then check out our Substack, 52task.substack.com.
Yep.
I had a short hiatus from last week, but we'll be back this week with another dandy task for you to do and make you a better human being. So, everybody, that's it for today. Oh, no, we have Reese Thomas, the grumpy old man himself, about to come on here and get the
absolutely
Old People This Week quote of the week. I don't know if anybody ever stays around for him, but we put it on there at the end.
I do.
Hope springs eternal.
Paul, you and Reese are the only two watching it at the end. Even I don't know what it looks like, and I edited it in. And that's it. So thank you, everybody. Take care. See you soon.
Adios.
Have a good week.
Amigos. All right, Mike. You and that hair of yours.
There we go.
Hey, make sure you keep your thing on, Paul.
Yep, I'm not doing anything to it.
Yeah, because that
I-
will mean another 8
I am-
hours of it
I
trying
am
to
leaving-
upload, and then it's out of sync.
I am leaving you bungle free. Don't worry. It's done.
Here's the Old People This Week quote of the week. My doctor gave me 6 months to live, but when I couldn't pay the bill, he gave me 6 months more. Walter Matthau.